When I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Santan.
Oh shit. Just mute TV or whatever. Whoever's got TV in the background, just mute it.
Yeah.
Cool. Hello, welcome to another Touchy Gooners podcast. My name's Lewis, and today I'm joined by. Hey, listen, you lot are in for a fucking treat. Yeah, we've got old timer Anton joining us. How you doing, Ant?
I'm good,
You've
bro.
been on camera. We've even got you on camera.
I know it's because I'm at home now, innit? I'm not driving, so if I'm at home, it's fine.
Hey, what's a podcast without Anton driving? So I feel like you're missing a trick there. We got Leroy. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. We got Rilwan.
Yo, what you say?
Yes, I'm good. And we got Vuyi. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
I did butcher your name in the little intro shit. So
at least you, if the streets heard what you said on whilst before recording.
We'll keep that for the back.
Yeah, hey, Lewis, you're racist. We're gonna.
Hey, what's all that about? Am I gonna have to do this intro again, bro?
Junior.
Fuck, you know. Oh, and we got German Dan. German Dan just joined us as well.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Good. Hey, it's a packed cast, isn't it? So let's get this cracking. Before we start, I just want to give a plug to the Patreon. Leroy, you did say you wanted to give a shout out to every single Patreon member, but I don't think we have time.
Anyone who's paying for content, they deserve a shout out still.
All right. Okay. Shout out to everyone. Join the Touchy Gooners Patreon. The link will be in the bio. We released some exclusive content this week, so you can get your hands on that as well. Let's get straight into the game today then. Somehow fucking butchered. I don't know how we won 2-1 today, yeah, but it doesn't even feel like a win. I don't know if it's because there was like absolutely nothing riding on it, but I'll take the win as it is. And since you ain't come on the pod for a while, let us know. I don't think you've been on since Arteta's been here, right?
I think I've done one. Done one.
All right, tell me your thoughts on Arteta so far, and yeah, like just general thoughts on Arteta so far.
I'll be honest, I'm not convinced at this moment in time. I don't think we attack very well. I don't think we have a clear plan. I think we're a bit more solid defensively, but not solid, if that makes sense. Like, we were so open under Emery, anyone could just come on us whenever they wanted. I think it's a bit better under Arteta, but I wouldn't call us a solid team defensively. Don't think we attack very well. I don't think we move the ball through the stages of midfield very well. I don't think many players perform particularly well as individuals. I think the work ethic's there. I mean, I know we don't have the greatest individuals, but yeah. I'm not saying the jury's out, but I haven't seen anything to give me any optimism of improvement moving forward. I don't look at anything he's done and think, yeah, he's definitely got the necessary to get us into the top 4 in, say, 2 to 3 years and challenging for a title in 5. I don't see anything to suggest that.
So if I told you...
that we haven't seen that he can't do it.
Okay. If I told you that Arteta was, going to go and have 150 million to spend in the summer transfer window, would that change your perspective on things? Like, is it a player quality thing that maybe with better individuals you would see better things, or do you just have no faith even with that? Well,
I mean, you listened to me say all of that, and then you decided that you was going to turn it into me saying I have no faith. I said
little faith.
First, you said no faith, but I didn't say anything to that effect at all. It's not remotely like what I said.
You did. You said you have little optimism.
It's not saying I have no faith, is it?
This is a group chat player night.
Of little optimism, then. There you go. Would that change your perspective on things?
What if you gave him 150 million? I don't know. I have nothing. I've not seen him in the window. I don't know what types of players he likes, so I don't know. I'm not going to do what everyone does and just say that you see something because you want to see it. I don't know. all I can go on is what I've seen on the pitch, and what I've seen on the pitch, it doesn't make me think, yeah, this is definitely the answer. I'm not saying that he's not, but I haven't seen anything to suggest that he is.
I agree with you going forward. There doesn't seem to be a clear plan, to be honest. But don't you think defensively we are much better?
I said that I think we're better.
Yeah, you said like we seem to be slightly better. I think we're much better defensively, which is the main reason for a form.
Are we good? Are we good defensively?
Nope. But we were.
Right, so
we were atrocious.
I don't think you can be good defensively with those kind of players anyway. So
I don't know. I watched Leicester win the league with Wes Morgan, Robert Huth, Christian Fuchs, and Danny Simpson.
that's one in a million.
I don't know.
Was they good the year before when they was going to get relegated?
They didn't have all of those defenders.
Who didn't they have?
Fuchs.
What Fuchs changed their back line? Is that what we're gonna say?
Bro, they
say
went from
shameless.
almost
He's a title
relegated
winner.
into the league. You tell me. I don't know. All I'm saying is, look. I don't know. You could try and misquote what I'm saying. I don't think we're good. I don't think we're good at the back. I think we have improved slightly, but I don't think that improvement has been enough that will get us what we need to achieve. I don't know what it is you lot have seen to suggest otherwise, but I get it. Arsenal fans, I get it. I'm not like most of you. Like,
What are you talking
What
about,
are
bro?
you on, fam?
no, in the sense that,
What are you
look,
on?
I'll clarify exactly what I mean. Yeah, I'll clarify exactly what I mean. I judge things on what I see. You lot judge things on what you hope to see.
No.
That's why
No,
this time
Wait.
last year, 12 months ago, what you was all seeing positives in Emery, and you was all
No,
like,
not 12 months ago.
Hey.
12 months ago. Do you know when 12 months ago was? We wanted him gone.
12
We
months
were
ago.
losing 4-1 Chelsea in Europa
I
League.
wanted him gone from the second match, please, fam. Please. From the Chelsea match, I was
Lewis.
out.
12 months ago.
So you lot were
When we were getting
optimistic about-
smacked by Chelsea and I wanted him sacked
July 2019.
Why were we getting smacked? Why have we been getting smacked by Chelsea in July, fam?
in Europa League.
You lot was still on. You still thought Emery was the answer coming into
Who
the
said
season.
you
No,
no,
we're
no,
talking
no,
about
no,
lies.
You're
Then
gonna
that,
still. Now you need to break this down,
It's not
fam.
true.
You can't call your man's name like this.
that's not
Leroy,
true. That's not
Leroy,
true.
Yeah,
Leroy. Am I lying?
it was a bit more than 12 months ago, but you're not lying.
I wanted
before
Emery
the
gone in
start of the
December.
season- Before the start of this season, was man not still confident in Emery?
No?
Nah,
Where have you been?
It was before that.
When?
It was before that. So
Like December.
it was before the collapse. You know when we had the sort of end of season collapse? When we were.
Oh, okay. All right. So, all right then. I'll concede then if that's the case. I'm not entirely sure with everyone, but my whole point is that Arsenal fans, you're too optimistic and you run on hope too much. When what's in front of your eyes is what you should judge, not what you want to see. That's why you all run with this Pepe brother. Oh, he'll come good next year because you're always hoping for shit. Stop hoping and judge what you see.
I'm not hoping on him.
Are you giving up now? Yeah.
I've not given up, but I know what his level is now. I've seen his level. That's it. Before I thought.
What was you doing when you were comparing him to Martial and stuff?
I don't really rate Martial that high.
But I mean, he's clearly like you could say you don't rate him that high, but I think there's a consideration that Martial is a very good Premier League player.
I mean, he's having a really good season. Yeah, well done.
Okay. All right, Vuyi, it's time for you to chime in. We've heard what Anton's got to say. He's come to upset the shopping trolley. But what's your thoughts, Vuyi, since you ain't been on the podcast before?
In terms of Arteta right now,
Yeah.
yeah, offensively, I think we're lacking. But I personally think he's focused. I think when he came in the season, I think he was focusing more on the defense and sorting out that situation. And if the attack is still pretty much the same with signings, hopefully if we get signings and everything, if it's still like the same and we look fairly unimaginative, then it'll be an eyebrow raiser. But for now, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'll be honest. Aside from some subs, his weird freezing out of Martinelli before the injury, I'm liking what I'm seeing.
And you disagree with that?
I just I don't understand what the lacking what I'm seeing is based on. I don't get what all the positives are. I honestly don't. I watch us, and the first few games I thought, yeah, you know, I can see that there's some things that he's trying to work on. But a lot of what I've seen, I haven't enjoyed it. It hasn't impressed me. I don't know. Maybe I'm harsh.
It's hard, man.
I think the Arteta tenures come into sort of distinct phases. So you had the initial impact when he came in. And personally, I think you could see what he was doing. And I feel like if you look at the games, even though we didn't get the results, we had a good degree of control over the football games. Like one against Man United, one against Chelsea. We looked actually relatively good. He sorted out the spacing issues, etc. But I think he come unstuck in the same way that every manager we've had, including Wenger, including Emery and him, and including Freddie, have all come unstuck in that we are too weak in the middle and we have players who can't do enough of the things that you need to do in the game. And we are too weak at the back. So you've got to plug those gaps. And that's why they've all fell on the back three. They've all ended up with a back three because our centre-backs are just not good enough and they can't cover the ground you need to cover and they can't do the things you need to do in the game. Same with our midfield, and midfield's got limitations. So I feel like he started off quite well. He's come unstuck with these limitations again, and then he's literally just trying to do whatever he can do to get some kind of results because after the first few games, we looked like we were just going to get smacked by everybody, just going to get run off the park. And you can't just let that continue because we usually start to get one of bad results. So he's done what he thought, he's doing what he thinks he has to do to shore up the team. And it's what all the managers ended up doing anyway. So based on the first few games and what I saw there, give him some decent players who are more well-rounded athletes and more well-rounded players. Give him a pre-season, and I'll be excited to see what he actually brings, personally. So I'm not saying like either way he's going to be the best manager ever or he's going to be the worst manager. I said I've seen enough of his philosophy from the first few games and what he was trying to implement, but then he realised he couldn't do it. To think, right, I'm going to give this manager time and I'm going to see what he's got to bring.
Yeah, I agree with that, to be fair.
That's fair. Like I said, I'm not right anymore. I just haven't seen anything that would fill me with optimism at this moment in time.
I think the standards have changed, right? So like our expectations have changed. I don't think anyone's expecting us to be like world beaters and stuff like that.
No,
so when we're talking about like an improvement, obviously we were fucking, the bar is on the floor, right?
Terrible, like
the bar is on the floor. So I understand what you're saying in terms of like, is the improvement enough to get to the level where we require to be? But I feel like the individual quality level of our team is so bad right now. Like every single game, we do something mad. We do something like absolutely mad, like Kolasinac. These guys are players who have to play though. This is the thing. Like some of them have to play anyway. Some of them have to play. Mustafi, Luis, they all have to play. One of them has to play. But
this is what frustrates me a lot of the time is that the same things that you see now with these guys are things that people were routinely denying before.
Like what?
Who's denying it?
Majority of Arsenal fans, when Mustafi came in, people sung his praises. People sung Kolasinac's praises. People sung Lacazette's praises. Granted, he was good today. I don't know why he came off so soon. Xhaka, same thing. Pepe is now getting the same thing. Emery was getting the same thing. It's like the hope and optimism. People fool themselves, and when it goes wrong, everyone turns around and says, "Oh well, he's got this, he's got that." And I think, 6 months ago, you was all over that guy, though. So I find it a bit hard to listen to sometimes. I don't think there's anything wrong with watching your team play, watching a player play, watching a manager. You know what? I'm not too sure about this. I'm not too sure about him. Rather than just because he's there and that you gotta sing their praises and pretend that everything's fine and dandy. You don't have to. It doesn't make you a good fan just because you pretend that you can't see something that you can see.
Of course not. You have to be objective in the way you look at games. But I think we've all said that very early Emery's not it, and with Arteta, we know. I've said this in like November, December. So
yeah, Anton's just jazzing.
I don't know what the general consensus was from Arsenal fans. There were a lot of Arsenal fans who definitely gave him to the end of the season. I want him there, but I don't think they're on this call. So, that's my comment on that. But in general, we have to be objective. and we try to be very objective with Arteta. We try look for things that we can criticize, and for sure we can criticize the way we attack. But as Leroy has outlined, I think at this moment in time for him, it's just picking up points, and then we will have to kind of go back in the summer and see what he really is about and who they're getting in to complement his team and the vision. But at the moment, I think he's just trying to pick up points and not concede many goals. And it's not working brilliantly. We're scraping through games, but
it's working.
I think that's exactly what he's trying to do, especially when Europe affects our transfer budget so much. I think he thought, okay, let me try and come and implement my style at first. Then he thought, oh, fuck this, these men are shit, but I still need to get points. So let me try and work a way to get the best amount of points as possible. And then he's tried to do whatever he can to get that. When it comes to defending, I definitely think there's been an improvement. I definitely think we're more structured, we're more organized. I think there's more willingness from the players to defend. Obviously, going forward, we're completely shit. I'm not going to lie, yeah. It's quite worrying that we're so completely shit going forward. But with the players at our disposal, I can understand why we've gone this way. Because I really don't see no other option. Because even if we try to blow teams away, our attacking players are not good enough to do that. Yeah, so like this is actually the best way we could do it, innit? Like try and nick wins. So he's done some weird shit. Like he's done a lot of weird shit. But young manager, we just got to give him time. And we know like, right, if we don't get into Europe, it's going to be peak, innit? So I think he's definitely tried his best to try and get us into Europe. It don't look like it's going to happen. So let's just pray to God, innit?
Let's talk about today's game then, because we've spent the first like 15 minutes or so also talking about Arteta, but obviously not much we can take from today's game other than the fact that it is the 3 points that, you know, we needed. It probably ain't going to mean anything in the grand scheme of things because
we needed them Sunday.
Sheffield United.
What games have we lost or drawn since we came back from this restart?
Spurs and Man City and Brighton.
We lost to Brighton, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, Leicester, we drew with Leicester after.
And we drew with Leicester,
that was it,
yeah. We beaten Southampton, Wolves, Liverpool.
We've beaten some decent teams.
I didn't see the Wolves game.
The Wolves was good. The Wolves game was good.
It wasn't good. We got the result. Like, to be honest, we nullified them.
Every game
it was good tactically.
Every game of football we play is exactly the same.
Yeah.
And it's just literally the fine margins that go one way or the other. So that Wolves game, if Adama scores and then they go and nick one at the other end, we lose 2-1. Same game. If Sheffield United, same thing. If Leicester, if Damari Gray doesn't do his cross and we manage to grind out the 1-0, all the games are the same. Like it just depends on where the chips fall. So literally, it's just.
But where I see the massive improvement from Emery is we weren't even getting games like that under Emery. We were getting battered at home by like Wolves.
Emery was shit. Emery was completely shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Over the back, conceding like 20 shots on target to fucking Huddersfield.
There was no structure. There was nothing. He actually just played players and hoped for the best. Like he thought, okay, if I play 3 DMs, that means I'm going to defend better. But he actually didn't go out and coach them. Or he tried to coach them and they didn't understand what he was saying.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're on mute, Anton. You're on mute.
It's fucking chomping me sweet and sour.
Yeah, no, I weren't talking to you. Like,
Yeah, let's as I said, let's talk a little bit about today's game. Any standout performances? I think Pepe, it was another nail in the coffin for Pepe today, man.
It was shocking.
I thought he was. It's getting bad now. You're getting bad.
Yeah, but now.
Well, but the thing is, we've given him his time. We've given him his grace period, didn't it?
You could see it. You could see it from early.
No, you know what's so bad about him is he's not even working hard. Like he's actually trying to pretend like he's working hard, but he's not even doing it. Like. It's mad still.
But this is the thing. This is the thing with him. Like this is the player that he is, though. And people that saw him in France and actually watched him in France. There's nothing different. It's just obviously in France you're gonna get more opportunities when you play like this. So you can have a game like this. You might get 3 chances and you'll score 1. It's not. He's not changing. He's not gonna change. This is why I don't really understand the whole. Next season he'll be this, next season he'll be that. Why will he? Why?
To be fair,
Based on what?
I don't 100% agree with the next season he will explode and stuff. I can't see that happening. But I see the reasoning behind why people think there will be an improvement or there could be an improvement next season. Simply because
Which is?
if we get to better attacking positions, like today, if you watch today's game or the game on Sunday, the players get into attacking positions, don't get the ball off Xhaka or Ceballos will have to go sideways because the pass lane's blocked. If you just don't get in good positions, and granted, Pepe got in half decent positions at Spurs, he did fuck all really. But I think if he gets continuously in better positions, he has enough quality to every now and then score. But for me, I just need to see game by game. It's not a goal or assist thing for me. It's for me, his application of the game is so poor and it's too often. And it's basically every game.
That's my thing.
Even when he scores, he like when he scored against Brighton, he was shit. Like
I agree.
Goal, but he was shit.
Now, do you know what's pissing me off about the guy though? What's pissing me off is show me your one bit of quality. Show me something. So how many times in the first half did he get his man isolated and then just lose the ball? Like, isn't this guy supposed to be a dribbler or something? Isn't he
The only time he did do something well with the ball was where I think he was surrounded by like 3 guys and won a free kick on a halfway line.
Like the 83rd minute or something.
Yeah, that was literally
that was it.
Where is your quality?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't think you're gonna get much better from him than you get. You might get a better understanding of the game, how the game's played here, and stay out of the way a bit more and come into the game closer to the goal. We might be a bit better of a team and dominate games a bit more so we can nick goals. But I don't think we've got a world beater on our hands. I don't think we'll ever see that money as money well spent.
Do you reckon it's the price tag?
No.
I mean, I look at his price tag and I watch him and then I think, well, what price tag would I look at this guy and think, yeah, this is value for money?
Probably like half.
35.
No.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I reckon if you paid 35 million for him, then
You paid 35 million for that, you'd be impressed?
no, what I'm saying
I'd say
is
35 for him with hope. That's why it's more based on hope. I'm not going to lie. That is based on hope.
How much would you pay?
I think if you paid 35 million for him and you got his return this season, I think you'd have.
Look. You're doing what them weird kids do on Twitter. Yeah. Don't tell me about what's his Premier League return? Because I'll be honest, I couldn't give a monkey's what you've done.
I say it's the same as Jorginho. It's the same as Jorginho.
He's got the same numbers as Jorginho's did in his first season.
Yeah. So.
What do you mean? So?
No, I'm not gonna lie.
What does that mean? I don't understand.
This is what it means. We paid 27 million for Jorginho, didn't we?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, 11.
11 million.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, even better. When I get 27, I think he won number 27.
Yeah,
Maybe he won number 27. Yeah. All right, so we paid 11 million for Jorginho, yeah? Jorginho put up the same numbers. Were you having Jorginho?
No, I didn't like Jorginho as a player. I don't think Jorginho had any quality about him, to be honest.
No, he did. He was very good 1v1.
No,
He wasn't very good 1v1. He could only go in a straight line outside someone.
Jorginho had no quality about him
You
whatsoever.
can tell that if Jorginho was to score in London, he would definitely play the ball off the wall and try run round.
The reason I think that's a
100%.
nonsense. The reason I don't like that comparison is that because I feel like one player is clearly better than the other.
I think they're similar players, but Pepe's got more technique.
I think Pepe is much better than him.
Who would we rather have, Pepe or Jorginho? Take their goals out of it.
Yeah.
But you said his return though. You mentioned his return though.
Yeah. But all I was saying.
So then I compared it with the exact same return. That's all.
Yeah. All I was saying is if you for 35 million, yeah, I was saying that for half of the value that we got him for, you might be looking at his return and be like, it's not that bad. But for 72 million, it's atrocious.
I just used an £11 million player with the same return, and you weren't happy. So
no, but
I wasn't happy with Jorginho. I don't know how many goals and assists Jorginho got. I wasn't happy with Jorginho as a player.
How much would you buy Pepe for now?
Now that I've seen him, I wouldn't buy him.
No. If you had to buy him, what would you think would be a fair price?
Huh? But I think considering that he had that season in France off his back.
No, forget it. How much?
No, you can't forget it. You Why would you forget it? The same way we can't forget this season, we can't forget the season in France. You can't.
All right, look at it this way. Look at it this way, Lewis. If Pepe right now was at Aston Villa, yeah, how much would you pay for him playing like this for Aston Villa right now?
And you had to buy him. You can't say you wouldn't buy him.
Yeah, probably. I don't. As I said, I don't think I would buy him again. I don't know. I can't
No,
put a
you
value on
got to
it.
put a price on him. You got to put a price on him. Just say a number.
I don't know, lads. I don't know. 25, 30 mil.
I'll say 30 mil.
Yeah, because he's proven that he's got decisive quality.
He's got something there,
moments.
isn't it? It's just whether he doesn't come up consistently is the problem. And I think his attitude is the main thing. I think his attitude stinks, and that's what's going to hold back his career.
He's running forward as her, man.
50 mil.
You can't just say don't take. You can't just say.
Did you say
forget his little
15?
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I wouldn't pay
15
no more
million
than
get you
15
shit
million.
nowadays, man.
But then 15 million will get you Trezeguet for Aston
Yeah,
Villa. So like,
But
that's just
same shit.
silly. Like it's
Same shit. Literally the same
no,
shit.
because Pepe's a much better player than Trezeguet.
Why? Because he plays for Arsenal.
No, no.
Is he still better?
I
Is
like
he still-
Trezeguet. I was
Is
the
he
one
still
saying.
better than Saint Is he still better than Saint Maximin and Redmond? Isn't it?
Yeah, he's better than Redmond.
He's better than Redmond
And he's
and Saint Maximin.
yeah.
I think he's better than them. Redmond's shit.
Redmond, you need to give the
Redmond
Redmond
is
trainer.
not shit.
You need to
Redmond
give
is not
trainer.
shit.
Bias, man.
Redmond
Did
is
you play
not
with him?
shit.
It's just
Did you play with him? Have you played with him before?
bro,
Redmond is not
he's got
shit.
he's got this
He's played with him
obsession
before.
with Southampton players.
That's
Fucking
right. Probably played with him
Bertrand.
before. He's played with
Redmond
him.
is not
I know
shit.
it is.
He's not shit, but I mean, you can't be beating.
I
Pepe
don't know
and
what
then-
you think Pepe does better than Redmond. I honestly don't. Honestly don't.
I think Redmond and
Strikes the
Pepe
ball
are the
better.
same kind of player. I'm not going to lie.
Scores more goals, creates more
They
chances.
just lack application. They've got talent and they lack application. But one's just come from France and one was born here and he still lacks application.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think he does better, but you know, I mean, I don't think Pepe is good enough for us to discuss all the time. Truth be told, I think the geezers.
He's our star player. We have to.
What's Redmond's top goal scoring season ever? 7.
I don't know. But
Only
7.
5.
I don't know. I thought he didn't like doing comparisons like that though, based on players.
Well, I'll just jump on your train, innit? So.
Oh, so then Divino is valid then, yeah?
Choo-choo.
Divino is valid then, yeah?
No, I said I don't like the comparison, innit? So because I think
but
one is
now
a better
you do.
player than the
But
other.
now you do. Okay, so what's the difference now then with Redmond?
Yeah, I like the comparison now because it suits me.
Oh, so you're chatting
Yeah.
shit basically.
No, not really. Not really.
Evidently.
So back to the match. What was he thinking?
The game was dead. Liverpool, they didn't come out of second gear.
Yeah.
They didn't come out of second gear.
I think they've been partying way too
Any
hard.
half-decent
Mane
team
is
would have
probably
beat them.
the only player that played like he gave a toss about the result. I think Mane, Lacazette, and Tierney was good as well. But outside of that, I think the game was void of quality.
It's poor.
It looked like a game at the end of the season when there's nothing to play for.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looked like a friendly, to be honest. No fans there as well. Look, it was a bit weird.
Yeah, it did. You know them friendlies where like one team's from like the Prem and the other one's from the Championship, and they're just talking about nothing ain't happening. That's the vibe I was getting. But you know, it won me 50 quid.
What'd you bet on?
It won me money, and I ended up putting it on Liverpool to score again.
Oh,
My bet came in bet early.
I had a bet with some guy at work that Arsenal would win.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I said before. I thought we'd get a draw.
I thought
didn't-
we'd win the whole time. I thought
Mm.
we'd win the whole time. Truth be
I
told,
don't
know.
I was confident.
The way it started, I didn't realize we were so poor. Like, that's a team not even trying. That's what made it bad, because Liverpool weren't trying, and we still looked shit. That
Yeah,
was what was
both
worrying.
teams weren't trying, but I didn't understand the commentators talking like Liverpool were performing though. Like
No.
the commentators were talking like Liverpool was bossing us. So I was thinking, what are you talking about?
They
Like,
bossed us
it's
second
the-
half though.
No.
I wouldn't say
I've
boss,
never
I'd say-
seen. I've never seen a second half with that much possession for
But
one
we
team.
sat
Oh,
in
I'm sorry.
our box and
We
gave them
just kept
possession
giving the
and
ball
didn't
back
create
to them, man.
You know what? We've done that to almost every team when we've taken the lead, you know. Maybe this time it was just for a longer period, but every time we've taken the lead, what second half, we always sat back and accepted.
But not night. I think the possession second half was like 85-15. Like I've never seen anything like it before.
It was awful.
We
Yeah,
just-
that's the difference. We're just playing a better team.
I can't remember a clear card time for Liverpool second half.
What's that? Sorry.
Was there a clear card time second half?
A clear-cut chance, yeah. Joe Willock should have scored, shouldn't he?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Wait, what was that?
You think that's clear cut though?
Wow.
I think that no, but I think a half decent player
He's
is
got
at least
to get
getting that on target, in my opinion.
I don't think the technique is that difficult, to be honest.
You thought it was difficult?
No, I don't think.
I don't think it was a clear-cut chance, though.
Not clear cut, but I don't think that's a difficult.
Not a difficult.
It's not a difficult finish. I can do that. Do you know what I mean? People can do that on their weak foot.
Ramsey scoring that.
Why aren't you playing then? Why aren't you playing? That's easy to say. Why aren't you playing, bro?
Who said that?
Yo, if you want to defend Willock, do that, man. But that was awful, bro.
It was a bad chance, innit? A young player missed a bad chance, innit? But we won. Like, I wouldn't get on to him still.
A young player, Greenwood is clapping it in, man.
Greenwood's a much better player. There's levels of players. Do you expect the same from Messi as you do from fucking...
I wonder what Emil Smith-Rowe's doing there.
He's trying to...
He's doing none of the sort, mate. You can't even do it against Yeovil in the Championship. Relax.
I haven't been watching, but look, we'll see. You'll change your mind in a few months and then say you never said what you said, like you always do.
All right, then.
Yeah.
And you'll change a few months to a few days like you do with your shit fucking sense of dates. Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about Arteta's subs, because I think you said that you didn't agree with Lacazette coming off, but Lacazette's played quite a bit of football, right? He's a bit fat.
Still working.
Is it not a fatigue thing?
He looked fine to me. He looked fine to me. I didn't see any reason to bring him off in that round. And he was our best player, and he was the only one in that front line that was actually working.
You got to remember though, we got the FA Cup FA Cup semi on Sunday, is it? Saturday. So, and he has to play. Lacazette has to play. So, was that not in Arteta's back of his mind?
I mean, it's possible. There could be a variety of reasons that I'm not privy to, but
just I can't believe Pepe did 90 minutes.
Game of
but that just shows he's not going to start against City, is he?
No, I don't think so.
Not if he's played 90 minutes today. He ain't playing against City. I don't think I would start Pepe against City anyway.
Yeah, you don't deserve to start. You ain't gonna do shit anyway.
Yeah, no. What about the rest of the subs? Is I don't know, what was we trying to do towards the end? Well, I don't know.
We were just trying to shut up shop, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it didn't make any sense to me. We had no one like.
If you had your kit, you would have got a game, Lewis. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
What I thought he was trying to do is, I thought he was going to say, right, Joe Willock has probably got the most legs in our team. So what I want you to do is, I want you to stop the centre backs, occupy the centre backs, or Fabinho, try and sit on him and play that dual role where when we're sitting deep, he comes in and tucks in midfield, making it free, and then there's a pressing trigger up top, and then we sort of let Aubameyang and Pepe sort of track their fullback. Sorry, that's what I thought he was going to do, but he didn't do anything because he didn't get close enough to Fabinho, because Fabinho was dropping in and just playing at will, and then he didn't really do anything like tucking in defensively. I just used to run around. So I
was thinking he was just running around, to be honest.
I couldn't work it. That's what I thought he was going to do, but I couldn't work out what he was doing.
Yeah, because it looked like Willock was going up front. When I first saw it, I thought, right, they put Willock up front. What?
No, I think he tried to split the strikers in it. Like you had Aubameyang on one side and Pepe on the other, and then Willock was supposed to be the 10 that could come up and press, but like it was just a shit show in it. So he just ended up freestyling. Everybody was just freestyling.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about then the City game coming up, because obviously I can't see us finishing in Europa through league position. I think we've got too much to do, and but then I can't see us winning FA Cup either, because there's like 3 better teams in the competition than us. So
you're gonna pam us differently.
Yeah, but it's weird because like for example today against Bournemouth, I know Man City ain't got anything to play for and whatnot, but from what I heard, Bournemouth, gave them quite a good game. So maybe they're not.
We're a very easy team to play against for a top.
Very.
Top teams actually rather play against us than play against the Bournemouth or Burnley or any of them teams. Then if you ask City to pick between them teams and us in a game like to save their lives, they'll definitely pick playing against us.
Look at today's example. We're still trying to pass the ball out the back here, and fucking Liverpool's on our fucking goal line. Like, we're still going to try and play and do the same shit.
You know what? Do you see, like, when we started going long, I hated that. I'm not going to lie, when we was going long, because he was just putting it down Van Dijk's throat.
I think we've had some success from the direct ball, though, haven't we? From when Arteta's since Arteta's come in, we've definitely gone from back to front a little bit more quicker, and I think we've had quite a bit of success doing it.
The ball goes into the centre backs, they pass into midfield, midfield passes it back to centre backs, and they hit a long ball into the channels, don't they? And
It's not that nice to watch, to be fair, but and because we've got so much shit.
I don't want our centre backs on the ball. I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
Yeah, and Mustafi and Kolasinac, they miss-hit it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I understand it, because when you actually think about the makeup of our team, we've got no attacking midfielders.
Yeah.
No one that can play into the final third or play from the final third into any of the attacking players. Pepe, our wide players are useless.
Yeah.
What is he supposed to do? Like, we literally can't attack. That's another reason why you sacrifice attack for defence, because we ain't got nothing up front.
Nothing.
We've got Aubameyang, and that's it. Literally, that's it.
Because we can't sell 12 players.
We fucking can. I'll tell you that for free.
No.
To be honest,
Look, like,
Huh?
where do we send most of the guys that we've got?
I think the thing is, I think if I was doing this on the Discord, we were going through the players that we would sell and who we'd buy and what kind of money we would get from them. I think we managed to like get to about 130 million in sales or something, and that was just by selling about 7 players.
But this is the thing, yeah. This is what
Aubameyang, who else?
No, not Aubameyang. We're not going to. But if you'd get like what 35 for Lacazette.
Would you?
Yeah.
I think so.
This is the thing which I
Who buys Lacazette in this day and age?
Yeah, but the thing is, you got retards. Like you got.
I think Juve and Atletico. I think.
Yeah.
You got Juve who spent 50 something on Morata, didn't they? Or 30 or 40 million on Morata. Like
it was at a successful club.
I don't think it matters. Someone will take Lacazette.
No.
It'll more than likely be a swap deal, though. That's what I can see happening. It'll be a swap deal, so no one's really losing out in the swap deal.
Well, no, it depends who we're swapping for.
And no one is winning either, bro.
Teams buy players for a lot of money from successful clubs. That's the first thing. We're not a successful club. And this is what I don't understand.
35 is not a lot of money.
At the end of the day, yeah, the board need to accept we need to blow it up. And you blow it up by, you just cut your losses. So when they were quibbling this summer, saying we want 25, 30 million from Mustafi, or something ridiculous like that, and his agent saying, look, you've got to be realistic. If we can go for 50 million, we'll get a deal. If we can go for 12 million, we'll get a deal. But then they're refusing it. That's why. You blow it up. So you sell all 12 players, but you sell them at a discount. You say, look, Mustafi, 8 mil, whatever we can. Take it, go. Maitland Niles, 10 mil. Cool. Some English team will snap him up. Lacazette, 25, 30 mil. You blow it up and you sell them all below market value. And then you end up maybe, okay, fine. You end up with
Bendouzi, 25 mil.
250 mil, and then you go and invest and go again. You just blow it up, sell everyone. Literally.
The reason I kind of disagree with you though is you got to remember in January we got a bid of 30 million for Xhaka from Hertha Berlin. Like I know Hertha Berlin have got money, but it just shows there are teams out there who will. That's what I mean. We're not the only fit club out there.
Well, you get the
only fit club out there.
You sell. That's what I'm saying. If, for example, Mustafi, we struggled to sell him because we wanted too much money. If we'd have told clubs Mustafi is 8 million, we'd have sold him in summer, 100%.
Yeah, I agree. I agree
with selling the Mustafis and Socrates for discount, but someone like Maitland Niles, I think we can get decent money for him, and there'll be.
I'm not saying okay, we're just going to sell him for 5 mil. We're going to get the best we can. If some club offers 20 mil, we'll take it, but you take your best offer. Do you know what I mean?
It's like a year ago, no one would have thought of Iwobi's going for 35, you know? So
40.
But that's when you didn't plan to sell. That's when you're selling from a position of strength, obviously. We need to cut our losses and flog everybody.
But the thing is, when we do sell everybody, then we're going to end up with a thinner squad. And then we're still going to have players in to at least be bodies to fill in. And then we might end up in the same mess anyway, unless we're going to have 5 low players or something.
No, I'm not convinced.
It has to be better though. This is the thing. These are all the things that the manager and whoever, you know, there's talented players out there on the market right that don't have massive reputations and aren't due to go to these that have the exact capabilities that we need. But you know, we're doing the lazy of look, he's in the same league. Oh, he scored a lot of goals. We'll take him. You know, there's probably guys much better than we can watch games and see players.
100%.
that Sangara guy. Some people said we should sign him. People called Andy Robertson before he went to Liverpool. People called Soyuncu before he went to Leicester. Like, people see players all the time and say that we should sign them. Like, the club's got to do better with recruitment. You don't just wait for someone's name to be popping before you sign them. That's why we don't get.
I think we've had a few encouraging signs with recruitment, though, don't you think?
Such as
Martinelli,
Tierney, yeah, Tierney.
I think Tierney's a good signing, but I think Tierney, I wouldn't put him in there because
Tierney's obvious.
Yeah, it was obvious. We should have signed him long ago, I think.
I think we did try and sign him long ago, didn't we? Saliba. Oh yeah, I guess we don't really know what Saliba's on in it. So, but
I think,
looks like
but good in the games I watched him in France. He looks good.
He does. He does look good. He does. Look good.
But then we fuck out by doing stuff like spending 72 million on Pepe. And I really don't think we needed to spend that much money on
we
it.
should have made that stretch, man, by 2 wingers.
And
Exactly.
20 million on Socrates.
I mean,
That's what he's the worst signing of.
I'm not Pepe's biggest fan, which is obvious, but I do understand why that transfer was made.
72 mil.
We paid like 20 million up front, innit?
I get it. I get it. I think you look around, you see everyone spending big money. You want to make a statement. I get it. I don't like it, but I understand it. I understand it, but it's lazy. It's lazy.
What about now that we've seen Ceballos for like a whole season? The rumor come out today or yesterday that Madrid want 22 million to make it permanent. Do we do it? Yes or no?
No permanent deal, man. No permanent deal for me, bro.
Yeah, for 20 million, I'll buy him for 20 million. I don't even really like him right now.
If we got another creative midfielder, like someone more advanced to replace Ozil, then I wouldn't mind that.
What does Ceballos do though?
We shouldn't be spending money on Ceballos.
The way I assess Ceballos is, what do I need in my team where I look and think, yeah, Danny Ceballos is who I need and want. What does he bring to the table?
I think he's a good connector.
Good part there. I think he's a second midfielder and a free. So I think he can link attack to midfield at least.
We have no creative difference maker in the final third for him to find. So why are we spending money on him first? We need to get the difference makers first.
But
I just think if a player of that quality comes about, I just think for 20 million, I wouldn't. Yeah.
What does he actually do?
No,
I think he controls the game pretty well.
I think Ceballos.
You don't think he's good?
I think Ceballos is more technically, but there's part of his quality there. I think around in the market.
Wait.
He's a talented player that if you've got a good side, yeah, you can play him. Like if you've got a good side, but when you're not a good side, I don't think that's enough for him to warrant being in a team that isn't very good. And I don't think he brings enough to improve a team that's not very good.
He's actually working really hard. To be fair, I give him that. He's
for example, if you put Ceballos right now in this Liverpool team that's really good, and you said, you can go and play for them, he'll probably be really good. He'll do a good job. But a team like us, I just don't know what he's going to do for us.
But he has been really good for us, though. Since lockdown's come.
Because our
I agree.
Yeah.
Because what?
Because I'm
low.
Oh.
But I think he's put forth great performances against like decent teams. Like I think he was decent against Leicester, Wolves, Tottenham for the most part as well.
The second half against Leicester, he was good.
The first half, I'll say.
I never.
I would sign him. I think he's good, man. I really think he's good.
I don't like him, and I would sign him. To be fair, for 20 million, I would sign him and just hope for the best. I'm not gonna
I would love him.
You put him next to a Thomas Partey. You put him next to a Thomas Partey, and
with what money?
We don't have Thomas Partey yet.
And then what?
What?
We win Partey wins the ball, and then what?
Well, it's just Ceballos, isn't it?
I think he's a better passer than him. I think.
What do you say?
I think signing Ceballos would permanently leave us in the same predicament that we're in, where we've got too many players that
for 20 mil.
They're all right.
I think we would get back 20 mil for Ceballos.
No money. We have no money. That's the thing.
I'm not on that, man. I'm not on that Ceballos sign.
So you wouldn't. So Leroy, you wouldn't sell him you wouldn't buy him for 20 mil.
If we had money, I'd buy him for 20 mil. But we don't have money, so we've got priorities.
We have to be very smart with our resources. 20 mil is a lot of money for us.
Yeah, but we're losing. We're gonna have to replace him. We're gonna have to replace him. Like we have to replace him. So you lot are talking about. We have to buy a midfielder. We have to buy two. We have to buy two midfielders. So who are we gonna buy?
Probably three, fam.
For 20 that's what I'm talking about. For 20 mil, I think I don't know what you're gonna have to spend more to get a player of his quality.
Who would you rather in our midfield, Xhaka or Ceballos?
Ceballos. Because I think Xhaka's way easier to replace.
Yeah, it depends. If we sign Party, I'd rather Ceballos next to him than Xhaka, I think.
But it's
I don't think Ceballos. He's a better footballer than Xhaka, but I don't think he's better for us than Xhaka is. I'll be honest, and I don't rate Xhaka one bit, as you know. So I don't know. I just don't think I don't think he does enough for us to warrant signing him permanently. I don't see the improvement he brings to the team. Being really truthful, I think we got too many of these middle of the road type of guys that are nice footballer, but what? So
I don't think we have enough nice footballers. I disagree with that completely.
There's been a massive talent.
I don't think we have any good footballers.
Bro, look at the bench today, fam. Fucking hell, bro. I don't think I saw the bench, fam. Like,
don't you think that spending 20 million to buy is just like we could go out in the market and buy players for, I don't know, 15 mil Sangare, probably 15 mil, get another player for
15 mil Sangare.
Yeah, that's the rumor. That's the price they're putting on him.
Samare
is going for 25 mil apparently, and we trying to buy some.
Oh, Sangare. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up with Samare. Sorry, who's Sangare?
Sangare at Toulouse.
Toulouse guy.
Oh, okay.
Samare, they're saying 25. Leroy, I lie?
Yeah, they're saying 20.
Why are we spending 20?
Players cheaper than that.
But you can get both. Get both. We need midfielders.
With what money, bro?
No. Okay, but you're talking about prioritize. You let Guendouzi go. Guendouzi's going, right? Guendouzi's going. Yeah. So you need to replace
with him. Then that's the best business I've ever.
Yeah. Okay. So we either way we need another midfielder anyway. Anyway, even with our current squad right now, we need another midfielder. Okay. So that's already one. We get rid of Guendouzi. We need two. If Ceballos is gone, we need three.
Yeah, we do need three.
So,
Joe
Willow's coming. Smith Rowe's coming, bro. Emil Smith Rowe's coming, man.
Yeah, I'd say we bring. I think we bring Smith Rowe back from Huddersfield.
He's gonna have to.
I think that would be.
He's gonna have to.
We're gonna use their academy players next season. Trust me.
We're gonna have no choice.
Yeah, and someone's gonna surprise us. Someone from like left field that we thought that was gonna release is gonna surprise us.
Like who?
I don't know.
Go on, you're the man with your ear to the ground.
I'm the academy game right now. Joe Willock will come good. I can say that though. Joe Willock.
I have no faith that Joe Willock will come good.
I think he'll come good. I think he'll come good still.
Good at what? Don't make me turn on my boy, everyone. Yeah, don't make me turn on my boy because you know I'll ride for Willock, but let's not go.
All you have to do is provide energy, be strong in a tackle, and he's good enough. That's good enough for us, isn't it?
To be honest, Willock is someone we should be looking to sell.
Most definitely.
The reason I don't mind him doing quite well in like popping up with the odd goal and that is it just increases his transfer value. So hopefully.
No, you change it. No, don't do that.
Listen, let's not lie and say Willock doesn't have important attributes to this Arsenal team, but they're so easily replaceable. They're so easily replaceable.
Yeah, exactly. So we can recognize he has lack of quality.
His tune.
Sorry?
Was you going to say that Lewis changes his tune?
Yeah, he's telling Willock all of a sudden. Like, this is not what you was telling me a couple of weeks back.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I said we should sell. I said we could sell Willock, and I would feel no way about it.
Okay.
He's very easy to replace. Very easy to replace. But I understand why Arteta plays him so much.
I believe in Willock still.
I think it's pretty easy.
What do you believe in regards to Joe Willock?
I believe he's tall, he's got energy. He'll be good in tackle.
Oh God! No.
Why you take energy first? You can't be saying the first.
We didn't say midfielder. You don't need energy.
When someone's talking about energy or passion or work rate, you know where it's going. You just know where it's going.
Hold on.
That's all he likes.
What did you say?
That's him.
Hold on. Why is Wilshere on the bench for Turkish sausage, fam? Why is Wilshere riding bench for Turkish sausage?
If he was from anywhere else, he'd be a Bolton fan.
Wait, didn't Wilshere go on loan to Bolton, fam?
No.
How dare he, fam? Now man's riding bench. Noble, you know.
Just
Noble's even in front of him, and he's like 60. I see Noble buzzing his freedom past the other day, and he's ahead of Wilshere, fam.
You won't hear me version of Jack Wilshere, so boy, I don't know what you're doing, but he's gotta let him go.
Jack Wilshere be our best midfielder right now. So
No, he wouldn't.
But not current Jack Wilshere. Jack Wilshere, no, not current.
Oh, that's yeah. Okay, yeah.
Jack when he was like 22,
when the
he would still be our best player.
He was our best player then, and we was alright then.
When was he our best player?
He was our best midfielder after Session.
I see. Look at him. I thought it was on loan when Ramsey was badding up the league.
Oh, after his couple leg breaks, yeah. Sorry.
All right. Any other things that you want to discuss? I forgot to get fucking listeners' questions, man. I've been in such a rush.
Poor man.
Yeah, shocking. Absolutely shocking. But any other topics you guys want to cover before we call it a day?
No, it's past my bedtime.
Yeah, I was about to say. All right, cool. Let's leave it there then, lads. You can follow us on Twitter. You can catch it if you've listened to the podcast. You can actually get this whole thing on YouTube, so you can watch the whole thing again. Yeah, maybe you want to do it or not. But check out our Patreon page as well. You can find us on there on Touchy Gooners, and you can become a patron for as little as £3 a month. We'll be back next week.
Yes.
When I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Santan.